Hi guys, I'm not feeling great. I'm going to go home. I just wanted to let you know what we're doing today and take you through kind of what you're responsible for. To start out, you should have something out to write with and you should clear off your desk. Keep in mind that tomorrow you have your grammar packet and your sentences due. You should be a quarter of the way through your book for tomorrow, and you do have an Edmodo assignment online. You can complete the assignment as soon as you want, but it's due a week from today on Monday. All right, so I'm just going to take you through exactly how to do that as well. When you're on Edmodo, if you are having a hard time finding the assignment itself, if you filter your posts by assignments, it will come to the top. You're going to answer the 3 questions on the Google form. Make sure that each response is longer than 75 words and that you proofread it. And that's definitely the key. Most people that are losing credit because they're not carefully proofreading their assignment. When you've submitted the form, and I'll show you what that looks like in a moment, you should also click on this box that says to turn in Edmodo. And I have about 12 people or so that have done the assignment so far, and only 4 people have clicked the box to show that they've finished it. So I know that people are missing that direction. Be careful. So I'm going to open this up so you can see what it should look like. Your assignment looks sort of like this. All right, so it will have your sign in right here, your username. You have 3 questions to answer. As you work, you scroll down. Remember to work in Google Drive and in a Google Doc and to copy and paste into these boxes because it's much easier to revise and edit that way. When you're done, you click submit. If you want a copy of your responses, you click the box. When you hit submit, it's going to send it to me. All right, I'll show you what that looks like. Once I get your responses, they're in something that looks sort of like this. It shows me when you completed it, what your name is, and then I can actually scroll down on your responses so I can read them. All right. Okay, let's get started for class. I'm going to ask Adina and Chris to come up for 6th period and Caitlin and Ethan to come up for 8th period. Come up to the front of the room and grab the dry erase markers. And what you're going to be doing is you're going to work as a class to generate and brainstorm on the left-hand side of the board a list of groups that we often have stereotypes about. Now keep in mind some of these groups are going to be a little bit sensitive to talk about, and that's okay. But remember that you should be honest and respectful. Even though it's a little bit uncomfortable, you want to make sure that everyone in the room is not offended when you're finished. All right, once you've generated a list of all of your different groups that often get stereotyped, your next job is going to be to pick one group as a class and to create a list of the misconceptions or stereotypes that people might have about them. Now that we've generated a list of misconceptions or stereotypes that people often have about black people, our next job is to go to the other side of the chart and talk about experiences that we've had that either clarify or negate or show us that not necessarily everyone falls into the stereotypes that people often believe. All right, so now that we've gone through of all the experiences that we've personally have that show us that all black people don't fall into the stereotypes that we had on the other side, their students are now going to pick from the list that we had on the board, and they're going to pick which group that they are going to work with personally on their chart, and then they'll work on it independently.